Bleach just got a trailer for the new Blood arc, and honestly, it looks epic. It looks like it really covers everything that I want to see from this arc, bringing Bleach to the 2020s in an uproar. This is an anime that knows what it wants to be, at least now, and knows which way to go. Plus, it's one of the bloodier animes from my childhood, and I feel like blood is something that has been taken away from a lot of different animes, especially the ones that have been renewed and updated for a more child-friendly audience. Probably the biggest culprit for this is Dragon Ball. When you have other animes out there like My Hero, Attack on Titan, and Jujutsu Kaisen, you have Demon Slayer, and they all focus on blood, you don't really have a set argument, a good argument as to why you have Dragon Ball not doing the exact same thing. Dragon Ball Super in its entirety, for the most part, goes without any bloodshed. The fights, you don't have ripped clothes anymore, you don't have blood. The biggest thing that you get is when Goku removes his shirt, and that's about it. You get a couple scrapes, a couple scratches. You don't get any of the grisliness, any of the intensity, of the gruesomeness of the attacks that you got back in the past. I still remember being in shock when Tien lost his arm as a child. These kinds of things are really intense and make the fights actually feel like they're worthy of being called fights, especially Dragon Ball fights, when you have opponents, when you have fighters that could easily, instantaneously destroy a planet with a flick of their finger, and then you have them not be able to destroy clothing with their beams, or even just have anybody be ripped up or cut up or anything like that. It's just a damn travesty. Dragon Ball Super basically had no blood whatsoever. The closest thing that they got was when Vegeta got his ass kicked and he was pushed off the Tournament of Power. That is the closest thing that we got to bloodshed. But we have a silver lining here, and it is in the new Dragon Ball Super superhero movie, and that is why I give y'all a spoiler warning, because I'm going to be talking about a very important scene in this movie, and honestly it's one of my favorites, and that is the fight between Orange Piccolo and Cell Max. This fight was definitely the climax of the movie. Not Gohan's transformation, not Gohan's kill shot, it was Piccolo. It was his turn to defeat a main character, and to me, he actually did. Even with Gohan's help, even with everyone's help, he is the one that starts the fight and ends the fight. He jumps in right away and he tries to fight Cell Max on his own terms, even at one point going boxing mode on this creature. It was a gruesome fight, and you could tell that Piccolo at one point was extremely gassed out, and this is where we get the silver lining, because we have Cell Max absolutely trashing Piccolo, punch after punch, blow after blow, just completely wrecking and annihilating him, and Piccolo still gets up. There's one iconic scene from the movie, my favorite, where Piccolo is bleeding from his face, from his eyes, from his neck, and he is struggling to get up, and yet he gets up with a sense of Captain America, I can do this all day. It is by far one of the most phenomenal scenes, and really surprised me because this movie seemed very vanilla, and then out of nowhere in the climax you actually not only have blood, but then when Gohan gets the headshot on Cell Max, it literally rips right through his brain, and you can see all that. So that ending fight, that was great. Even Broly shied away from having the gruesomeness that you would see in a fight between Titans, and basically Dragon Ball Super Superhero does not. Not really. And that is something that I really enjoyed about this movie, and it's something that the manga has been doing for quite some time. You guys remember this scene from the Moro arc? You think that Dragon Ball Super a couple of years ago would animate this scene in the anime? Absolutely not. Or they would filter it where the blood would be white or something like that. I have no idea. But now that they're seeing that they can make a movie with blood and gruesomeness, I believe that when the anime comes back, they may dive into its roots of having battles be confrontations that actually leave scars, that leave people mangled, that leave people dying. That is what I want to see from Dragon Ball most of all. Bring blood back to Dragon Ball. I'm going to go back to this tweet that I made a long time ago. Bring blood back to Dragon Ball.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.